They say home is where the heart is, so I wonder why a motherfucker always feeling heartless.
Welcome to another episode of Doubly Negative. As always, I'm Chris here with my friend Kyle. Kyle, how are you?
Not good, Chris.
I know why, but you go ahead and you tell the listeners.
Been real sick.
Yep.
For like 5 days.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's COVID or not, but it doesn't matter. It's just sick. Sucks.
Are you gonna get a test?
Why?
Just to know.
Nah.
I wasn't gonna ask if you're quarantining, but I don't want that to lead down the road of no, I'm not quarantining. I'm not getting a test. Kyle, you're killing grandmas. So
Just been at home anyway. And I think the official guidelines say something like
after 5 days, you're good.
right. So it's
As long
been
as you
5
don't
days and I don't want to go out anyway. I got no energy, dude.
Yeah. Maybe you caught it from me during one of our recordings.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, technology these days is pretty crazy. So
yeah.
Could be that. I'm over COVID, but I still have a cough that won't go away, so that's cool. That's one of my favorites.
Did you have any period?
I've never had my period.
God damn it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe at the end of the sickness, or you weren't sure if it right now I know I'm still sick, but earlier when I woke up, I was like, oh, maybe I'm not still sick. But I kind of had these mental games with myself where like I didn't feel like I wanted to do work, and I was kind of like blaming myself because I thought I wasn't sick anymore. So like, did you have this period where you questioned if you were still sick or not?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I think I'm over it. And then later in the day, I would be exhausted just from existing. So I was like, oh, still have it.
Yeah.
So that's where I was with that.
Yeah.
Not fun. Not fun at all.
Not fun at all.
And to still have the cough is very, very annoying. It's not like a constant cough throughout the day, but in the morning, at night, sometimes it's just needs to go away. And if you're thinking, Chris, I don't know if you're over it, you still sound nasally. It's because I woke up not that long ago. So this is my morning voice. This isn't still have COVID voice.
Sexy morning Chris voice.
It is a little deeper. Maybe we should just do mornings for me all the time. You know, and I didn't bring water. You just reminded me. So this is it for the whole episode. This raspy voice. So Kyle, I kind of told you a little bit about this, but I've been at war with my wife, Michelle, for I don't know when it started, but it's been something that's going on for at least a couple weeks.
War.
Yeah, and it's been tough. It's been annoying. There's been anger not directed towards each other, but behind each other's backs. And there's been anger thrown about, subtle slams of stuff. And yeah, it's been tough.
All right, so set the stage here, because I don't know the whole story at all, and this is very vague for me.
Yeah, so we have a bathroom in our bedroom, and we have a trash underneath the sink, and it got really full, and we both were not emptying it because we wanted the other person to do it. She was trying to see how long it would take for me to empty the trash, and I was on the same page as her, and we didn't have a conversation about it. We were just letting it happen. Let's see how long it takes. And in her defense, I never empty this trash. I feel I don't use it that much, and I feel that she abuses the small trash can and puts big stuff in there, and I don't like it. So I'm not responsible for that trash. That's how I see it in my head. And that might be selfish. It probably is, certainly is. But the war of the full trash can came to a head the other night. It was my birthday. We're having a very good night. and she's just laughing to
So
herself.
hold on
Okay.
one moment.
Yes.
Just want to make sure I understand. So there's the trash bin in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Under
It's
the
not
sink.
being emptied for 2 weeks, you said?
Undisclosed. We're not sure when this started.
So it's at what point was it too full?
It's been too full for like a week. I opened it the other day to get toilet paper.
Yeah.
Because we keep the toilet paper under the sink and a nose strip just fell out.
Now, do you put some stuff in the trash, right?
Very small stuff.
Whereas she's putting large items and
Yeah. I Q-tips, nose strips. She'll throw like a fucking, I don't know, something large. I can't think right now. Like I said, it's the morning. She'll throw large stuff in the trash. Let's just say that.
okay.
And it's a
So
small
neither
bin.
one of you wants to empty it, and it seems to me that you think that she's the one that uses it, so she should be the one emptying it, whereas she's probably thinking, well, I always empty it. He's got to empty it one of these times. Is that kind of the summation of the argument?
When you put it that way, Kyle, I sound like a real asshole.
I didn't mean to. I just kind of said it as it is.
I can see you've picked your side in this already.
I can see both sides.
Yeah. This is kind of like the war in Ukraine right now, where the US is like, oh, we're not in this war. We're not picking a side, but we're funding one of the sides, but we're not in it.
Yeah, I have been sending Michelle money, but
Yeah.
That's none of your concern.
For other reasons. So you're co-signing with Michelle on this already, and I can tell. But I kind of agree. But part of me doesn't want to change.
It's a funny situation though, because both of you, well, it's very passive aggressive by both of you.
But it was good-hearted. I set it up to be like it's a big war, and that was intentional. But we were laughing so hard the other night. So hard. I was
whoa,
crying.
before you get to that though.
Okay. Cool.
If you were functioning perfectly, right? You're just doing what you're supposed to be doing in everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
It gets to be full. You take it out. But you've both recognized this and made the opposite decision. So that's the war.
That's the war. That's where it started.
Okay. Please continue.
Yeah. So the other night, it was my birthday. You know, we had a nice dinner at the house. She made chicken parm. Very, very delicious meal. We drank, we were having a good time, and we joke a lot. We have a lot of fun together. And she was just laughing because she had recently thrown something away and it popped in her head. And I'm like, why are you laughing? She goes, I cannot tell you. Because she knew, once I knew, the war was over. You can't break me. And I asked and asked and asked, and then she said, you're not emptying the fucking trash, and it's overflowing. It's disgusting. And we both just started laughing because I said, I've been doing that too. So it turned into a nice, happy, funny moment. More jokes were made. And she said, I'm not doing it. I went, fine with me. And
so it's still full.
Nope. I went in the room yesterday, opened the trash, emptied.
Oh wow. All right.
I was walking around the house with my hands up, my arms up like this, and she was just shaking her head in defeat. She knew she had to crack. That trash is vital during the times of menstruation.
Of course.
So she said, you may have won this month, but next month I'm not doing it. But I know once the time of menstruation occurs again, hopefully it doesn't, trying for baby, she has to empty the trash again. And that's just off my plate.
Not your responsibility.
Nope. I don't need it. I'll leave the bathroom, go use the trash in the kitchen and start throwing stuff away in there just to prove a point.
Good idea. Yep.
I'm coming off as a shitty husband. In last episode, we talked about how I'm a really great partner, but
It's good that it went that way though, because it can totally go the other way. I've had like similar things with roommates where it's like, for example, the dishes, they just pile up and everybody knows they need to be done, but nobody's doing them. And there's no reveal and then laughter at the end of that. It's like, somebody's got to do it. I don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. And
yeah, that's a
it's
dude.
not fun.
Fucking do it. I'm not, because dishes
Yeah.
are the worst, dude. The worst. And you know, I've been guilty of letting them pile up, but we have a dishwasher. But
especially when they sit for a long time. Because I was in that house with 6 guys total for a year.
6 guys?
Yeah, that was
how many
that was Springbrook.
bedrooms?
6.
Okay, I thought it was like there's 2 people in the living room and
No.
like
Yeah, that was a proper
these 2
house.
share a bed. All right,
It's a house. Yeah,
was
and
there,
one kitchen though.
was there a dishwasher?
I think there must have been, but maybe like we would fill. I think we filled it and then we didn't run it. Things like that, like just really irresponsible housekeeping behavior.
Yeah, that will.
We used to just have like 10, 12 large trash bags sitting in the middle of the room because nobody would take the trash out, like that type of thing. It was, we're 19, 18, 19, 20 years old. It was bad.
18, 19, 20 years old and all assigned male at birth.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know what other people have going on now. But guys suck at this stuff generally.
Yeah, and it was that same type of thing where nobody wanted to take responsibility for certain things, and we probably all had our own reasons where like, oh, I think I did it last time, so I don't want to do it. And the other guy thinks, well, I do this other stuff, so I don't want to do the dishes. And the other guy thinks, and we all have our own rationale for not doing them. But then sometimes it would be well over a month we wouldn't do the dishes, and it would be so unbelievably disgusting at the bottom.
It smells bad.
It's bad.
And the job just gets worse and worse the more it piles up.
Yep.
The same. Yep. Oh God. I could gag honestly thinking about that right now. I don't know why. But just the smell of dirty dishes for over a month and then 10 trash bags. You guys were essentially living in a shanty town, but had a roof over.
Well, that's the funny
water.
thing. It was a beautiful house in Narragansett.
Did you get your security deposit back? That's an important thing.
No.
Well,
yeah, we turned it into a shanty. We took a beautiful beach house and turned it into a piece of shit.
Unbelievable. But we're not gonna kill you for that, right? You were a young boy, just a young lad at the time.
I was a lad.
But we're gonna talk more about, you know, that psychological warfare between the people living in the house. Because that can put a massive strain on the relationships with the people you're living with.
Yeah, it did a few times.
And honestly, earlier in our relationship, we would have that like, I'm not doing the dishes because I do this, this, and this. Like, what are you gonna do? Like certain stuff like that. And I was always the one at fault for not. I'm just lazy with house chores. So I'm sure I argued my case then, but I was probably wrong. I hope she doesn't listen to this episode.
So that's important though. Did you not even think you had a case, but you were going through the motions, or?
No, at the time I probably thought I had a case.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely thought I had a case. And I'm sure I had somewhat of a case, but nah, fuck it. I was probably right. Either way, it just can't get like built up. And you can't let things go on unspoken about for so long, because that's when the massive argument comes in.
Yep. I remember one thing about the dishes thing was a couple of the perhaps wiser roommates, myself not included, took to the practice of selecting like a single bowl, a single fork, and a single spoon that they would use and wash. and they were no longer party to the larger dishes scheme of things.
Yeah, that's
And
the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
That pissed me off.
Because they had the upper hand on you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they would go to the dishes, they would eat, and you'd just be sitting in the living room like, what's your next move? Waiting
Just
to see what they did.
One dish.
Waiting
watch
to see
that
what
one
they
dish
did.
and take it back to the room. That's what they did. They had it in their rooms.
They kept the dishes in their rooms?
Just one bowl, one spoon, one fork. Something like that, you know.
That is so fucking funny.
Well, it gets you out of the whole thing. It just
But that would piss me off too. The fact that they're keeping some of the only clean silverware. I mean, understandably so, but like obviously we're running low. You're storing it in your room. If I came home in like a pissy mood, I would have went in there and then fucking brought them out and used them. And like, oh, I didn't know. Did you bring that in here when you moved in or what? No? Oh, I'm pretty sure
whole problem just because nobody wants to clean the dishes.
Yeah, and then I'm surprised that didn't turn to, well, I bought that dish before I even moved in here. So it's mine.
Right.
So I'm gonna take it. Oh god, that's so unhealthy.
Yeah.
Do you hate all of them now? Are you guys good?
No, I don't hate any of them. We don't really talk to any of them much anymore.
Wonder why.
Probably because nobody does dishes.
Yeah, friendships ended. Who knows where you guys could have been in your relationships now if if you just did the dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, and I'm sure you eventually just hated living there because of how gross it fucking was. Something that should have been cool.
Well, we went through periods. Like we definitely got our act together and cleaned up a few times. And actually, I lived with the same guys for 3 years.
Did you feel a sense of camaraderie? Like after it was clean, you're just like slapping hands, cracking beers, just being, yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, there was that.
Yeah.
There was that. Yeah.
That's why you just riding the roller coaster of I fucking hate you too. This is awesome, dude. I'm so glad we do this.
Yeah, but it was so awful sometimes. Like, because that's what we would do. We basically the house would get so dirty until we had to clean it. And then it was like kind of a spring cleaning moment, except we had 10 of those in the course of a year.
Yeah.
Where the walls have to get cleaned. You have to buy the magic eraser things. You ever see those where you can remove the scuff marks, fucking everything. You go to the dollar store, spend $50, get all the cleaning supplies, come home, spend a full day, maybe 2 days. I don't even remember, but yeah, we got it together.
Well, that's good to hear. That sense of camaraderie. And it's funny because you stay in that down of that roller coaster that I was talking about earlier. You stay in that down area of the roller coaster for far longer than you stay at the top. And that is just not okay. It's not conducive to a healthy relationship whatsoever.
Probably not, no.
But hey, you got through it. You live with them for a long time, and now you guys secretly hate each other and resent each other.
Exactly.
So be a good roommate. That's the title of this one. Be a good roommate. Because Kyle's lost friends.
How about you guys? Do you have a kind of a division of labor with all those chores and stuff, or is it kind of intuitive, or do you have these issues? What's going on?
I don't know. You started slurring your words over there, but I know it's late for you, but that's kind of my shtick on this show. So don't take it.
Did you catch my meaning or no?
Yeah. You were saying, do we have a division of labor or something?
Yeah.
No, we just kind of do it. Everything gets done, you know. Sometimes we let it go a little more than we should, but we, for the most part, keep it pretty. One thing we're bad at is folding laundry. Not a fan of that. We'll just leave it in the baskets. If it's wrinkled, I'll throw it in the dryer before I leave. Because we let the laundry, like we clean the laundry, then we'll put the basket aside, and then we'll just build up on the laundry, clean it, put the basket aside, and then eventually it's 4 baskets of laundry that needs to be folded, and that's too much.
4 baskets of laundry for 2 people.
She has a lot of clothes. Maybe that's why I shouldn't have to fold them. She uses all the laundry space. I mean,
yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. No, so yeah, but it's all clean. We keep our shit clean. We just don't like
I
folding.
believe you.
Folding and
Yeah.
hanging up. It's too much. Too much. So maybe it's time to hop into our segment.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm dying a little bit. I'm trying to keep it together, but
Yeah, I can see you're going through the body temperature fluctuations. That's one thing I've noticed. That
just
is
turned off the
it'll be turned back on shortly, but you're going through dude, that is the worst part where it's just like I'm chilly but also sweating. I don't know what to do right now. Oh, it's awful. Yeah, you definitely have COVID.
Dude, so the first night I couldn't sleep at all. And I just kept getting up to go to the bathroom and coming back. And every time I went back into my bed, it was just like wet and cold from the sweat.
Oh, dude.
And it's been like that every night, but like gradually getting less and less. Last night it wasn't really like that, but the cold sweat all over my blanket's just disgusting.
Yeah. That's a move to the other side, but eventually all sides of the bed are wet.
Exactly.
So it's like, what the fuck? And you're not going to change your sheets in the middle of the night just to ruin those too.
Oh no.
Absolutely not. Yeah. And did you have like severe body aches?
Yes.
Brutal.
Yeah.
It's funny that like I'm sure a few times we've talked about COVID on this and we're like, not a big deal, whatever. And then we both finally got it and we both got hit fucking hard.
Yeah.
I think we need to lock back down.
I don't know if I would close the whole country.
No,
body aches, but
no, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, I fucking hate you. But yeah, it did suck. And you know what? We're both vaccinated, and we both got hit really hard. So where are you now, guys? Well, imagine how bad it would have been if you were vaccinated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah.
Sounds like both of us would have died.
We would have died,
Yep.
obviously.
Doubly negative would have been no more.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do this segment. Hold on, I'll get my phone.
All right. Do you have the energy to read?
Of course.
Okay. As all the listeners know, I cannot read. So Kyle handles the reading. And we're back. We can keep this one a little shorter if you're not feeling well. We don't have to hit an hour.
Yeah, I'd probably appreciate that.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
All right. Actually, you know what? I would enjoy hearing your voice for this one if you don't mind.
Well, everyone's gonna know I can't read now. So
Come on, you can.
Okay.
Yep. I'm already turning my air conditioner off again. Sorry.
Yep. Kid can't handle it. It's COVID. All right. So the title is My Boyfriend Just Told Me That in the Middle of Sex that my vibrator is ruining his confidence. Thoughts? Him, 22 male, and me, 20 female. So I bought a vibrator, and a little while ago, wait, see, already stumbling. All right, I bought this vibrator a little while ago, and we've used it every single time since I got it. When I first got it, he told me how hot and sexy it was when I used it. And these comments immediately started going downhill after that. Then last night, in the middle of doing the deed, he stops and tells me he's not able to come while using the vibrator, and how it's just destroying his confidence and how he's no longer in the mood. Whereas I can't usually come without using it. How can I appropriately address the situation? Because my confidence now feels shook. I've never had anyone stop in the middle. Is there a reason you wanted me to read that? Is because it's the sexual one? Is that why?
No, my mouth hurts.
For sexual reasons?
Yeah.
Maybe it's monkeypox.
Maybe.
It could be monkeypox. So some important things to lay out here. She cannot finish without using it, and now he can't finish when she's using it.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, because normally in this situation, if like it gets introduced, because I've seen plenty of posts where a male talks about being inadequate, and then everyone's like, "Oh, bring toys. It'll help, and then you guys can both have fun." And they're always like kind of hesitant about it, but eventually they come around and say, "Oh yeah, well, it's so we both can." But now this problem is he can't.
Now, what are you picturing when you think about this vibrator?
The guy getting pegged.
Uh,
Imagine it was that. It's not even her using it on herself. She just really enjoys using it on him, and he's hated it the whole time.
Actually, it doesn't.
They don't
I don't think
specify.
it's. Yeah, it could be him. It definitely could be.
So let's keep that one in the back pocket because that could be the case. Like, I can't use it. I can't. I liked it at first, but try anything twice. So I imagine it's used for external stimulation while he's working on the insides.
Right. What are you thinking for the shape?
Probably just a little egg. The little egg that you put on top.
Yeah.
So one
That's
thing
what I
I'll
was
say,
picturing too.
one thing I'll say about myself is I'm not a very selfish lover. I enjoy, the more pleasure for my partner, the better.
I've always appreciated that about you.
I really enjoy that. That's what gets me going. That's where I get my pleasure from. Okay. Partially. So it's a tough one for me because I'm all in.
I can see this. Well, one thing that confuses me is that he seemed to like it in the first place and then changed. I'm wondering if he was lying. It seems likely to me that he was lying about it being hot and sexy in the first place, because I don't see why that would change.
Or maybe because it's a new thing that he wasn't sure if he would like, but he's seen videos of people using it on themselves before and thought, oh wow, this is pretty cool. And then eventually it crept into his head, is she using that because I'm not good enough?
Yes. Yeah. That's what I just thought too. Yeah. And then
she answers that
it
question.
Actually does make sense now.
Yeah. She answers that question. She can't. But it's not even so much on the guy there, because I mean, you always hear from females that, you got to learn your body. As two males, I think we can give our expert opinion on this and throw blanket statements out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's tough, but again, it's just got to be a conversation, right?
Yeah. I mean, the segment's going to die quick if we just end it. Everyone with, you got to talk. You got to talk about it.
I agree. I totally agree.
No, but they say their ages. They're relatively young, right?
Yeah. 22 and 20.
Okay. I think you just got to stick it out. You got to give it a chance. You got to have that conversation. I don't know.
Well, they gotta find out where these insecurities are coming from, because it's destroying his confidence and he's no longer in the mood. Okay, what about it is destroying his confidence? I think you got at the root of it, that he probably feels inadequate, but they should be able to talk about that. Why does it make him feel inadequate? Should it be making him feel inadequate? I'm sure definitely not, but he needs to actually come to terms with that. And then she says her confidence feels shook now too. I can't begin to understand that.
Because he stopped in the middle. He was just like, no, I'm good. I mean, we've had that conversation before, where we can't go cat. We've talked about that. And then it kind of shakes your partner like, am I not good enough? This guy didn't even bother trying. He just stopped in the middle. So that's a confidence shaker.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he feels like kind of insulted, because going back to what you were saying before, it's like maybe the first time they used it, he's like, oh, cool, this is a new thing. But then the fact that she wants to use it every time makes him feel like he's not doing the job well enough.
Yeah.
So then he got personally attacked. He got offended, and then he decided to kind of take it out on her. By stopping in the middle.
Because from his point of view, it seems like she's almost looking forward to that more than me.
Yeah.
And understandably so. It's the only way she can get going. But, I mean, I understand why he would feel that way when she's doing that every single time. Like, Michelle and I will throw stuff in from time to time just to, really amp it up a bit because it's fun, but it's not something that's required. Having it be a requirement makes it tougher for him to come to grips with it mentally.
I think it's okay either way. I've had a situation where something like that was a requirement, and I don't think it reflects on me necessarily, or I don't think
No.
it reflects on either person necessarily. It's just like it's better with that. It's like if you're watching TV and you want to use a pillow, it's like why can't I use a pillow? No,
Yeah.
that's not a very good example, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've got surround sound. Why can't
Yeah,
we turn it
yeah,
on? Why would we only use
exactly.
surround sound sometimes?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, turn the surround sound on.
Yeah, and so like advice to each one of them. Of course, I got to have an honest conversation, but especially for her, because I kind of know where he's coming from more. It's like you got to reassure him.
Yeah.
She still likes having sex with him, obviously, because she's not doing it by herself. So
Yeah, because she could just do that.
yeah, compliment him as much as possible. Say, yeah.
Go ahead. No,
Reassure
what
him.
should she say? What should she say? Yeah, it's one of those things where, you have to make sure you are making it seem like he's more of the prize than your toy.
Right. Yeah.
Guys are sensitive, and we don't want to feel like we can't do a job.
No. Yeah.
Because that is the worst feeling.
Especially, and this is reminding me of last week now, the worst case scenario would be if she were to like somehow compare him to some other guy that she didn't need the toy with.
Yeah. Oh,
then all
relationship
would be lost
over.
then.
Relationship
Yeah.
over.
It's just lost.
Yeah.
No.
So I would like to hear this guy's side. Although these are anonymous posts, I think I'm going to DM her and say, hey, we'd love to have your boyfriend on the show. Should we start inviting some of these posters on the podcast?
We're going to get banned immediately.
Yeah, it's just like you guys are harassing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Can you put, you're no longer allowed in relationship advice. And then we'd have to fucking pivot to a different subreddit.
I like it though.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. And it's not like we're going to be commenting, right? Because you're not allowed to, that's like the rules on Reddit. You can't just like selflessly promote.
Yeah.
Did I use that selflessly?
Shamelessly.
Shamelessly.
Yeah.
Being selfless is a good thing. Shameless is a bad thing. Got it. See, this is why I don't do the reading, because I don't even know what I'm reading. It's just words on a page. I know what the words are. I don't know what they mean,
Who does?
Yeah. So I couldn't help but notice you changed the temperature in your room again while we were going through that.
I was about to turn it off just now.
You're really going through it. We've been going for like a half hour now. We can make this just a short, quick episode since
if you got anything else, I can talk about something else, but if we're just gonna go through the motion, I'm in a shit mood too. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, wow. So that's what this is to you, Kyle, going through the motions?
Oh.
Wow. On next I'll be negative. We work through our own issues. I'm going to post on relationship advice and I'm going to send it to you and say, should we go over this one? All right.
I actually like that a lot.
Yeah. So this is, I shouldn't have said it out loud because that would have been fucking funny.
I 31M and my co-host 33. Wait, how old am I? How old are you?
I just turned 31. Also, Kyle didn't wish me a happy birthday. During my birthday, I mentioned it before the taping that, hey, maybe it's from COVID brain. And then we've gotten through 34 minutes and 12 seconds, and he still hasn't even said it on air.
Happy birthday, Chris.
This will be in the relationship advice post. Tune in next week.
Did you do anything fun for your birthday?
You don't care. You're just going through the motions, aren't you, Kyle?
Oh, fuck.
Just yeah, I kind of talked about the whole chicken parm stuff. We're going out tonight. Then we got some good UFC fights. So,
oh, cool.
Oh, hold on. I got a really good picture for my birthday. Please wait. And after this, we promise we can stop going through the motions and you can.
All right. You guys know what I mean, right? I mean, Chris and I, we can always get something going, but sometimes it comes from nowhere. We just have to kind of talk about nothing for a minute, and then we find it, and that kind of feels like going through the motions. But that's not what I mean. I don't really mean that. I love our conversations. You know what I mean?
You were talking to the listeners and not me.
Yes.
There. Okay. So
I saw that. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Ollie is a general, and he actually came in. So come here, Ollie. He's in a very hype mood. He's gonna say hi to Kyle. You can only see this on the YouTube, folks. Tune in because it's riveting stuff.
He is a very dark dog, huh?
Whoa, easy.
I can barely see him.
Yeah, the lighting's not too good. There he is. All right. So
he's beautiful.
I guess I'm gonna have to actually listen to the show now, since you were explaining yourself. It seems.
Yeah, it's worth it.
All right. So Kyle, you feel better.
Thank you.
Oh, one thing I kind of want to check back in on. I'm surprised you didn't follow up with. Did you find Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Do I need to send it to you?
Oh, dude, I did find it.
Okay, good. And that's teaser for next episode. We're going to talk about the CT Crunch.
It's crazy expensive.
How much is it?
$20 for a box.
Worth it?
I didn't buy it.
Oh, fuck
maybe
that.
I will next time. I found it today when I'm feeling like really sick. So my cravings are kind of low, but maybe when I'm not sick, I'll want to buy it.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for listening. Patreon, do that stuff. Bye.
This is life being bound to love.